Hello and welcome to the Osterville Village Library Storytime. My name is Wendy and today I am going to read to you some stories about monkeys. And so before we get started, why don't you just find a comfortable spot either on the floor or maybe on somebody's lap and get ready to listen. We're going to begin with our hello song, and remember to start that song, you put your hand up to your head and you sort of salute out just like that. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. This first story today is one of my favorites. It's called Caps for Sale. Some of you may have heard this, and I cannot pronounce this person's name. It is Sefer Slobodkina. I hope I pronounced that correctly. That wrote the book. And we're reading today with permission from HarperCollins. Once there was a peddler who sold caps. But he was not like an ordinary peddler carrying his wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head. You see, he's got them all stacked up there. He's really good at balancing things. First, he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top was a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the street, and he held himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. And as he went along, he called out, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody even wanted a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he. And he walked out of the town slowly, slowly, so as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he. And he sat down very slowly under the tree, and he leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on top of his head. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the gray cap, then the brown cap, then the blue caps, and then the red caps that were on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep, and he slept for a very long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. Do you notice something different? Uh-oh. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place, and all he felt was his own checked cap. What do you think happened? Think someone came along and stole his caps? That wouldn't be very nice. He looked to the right of him. No caps. He looked to the left of him. No caps. He looked in back of him. No caps. He looked behind the tree. No caps. And then he looked up into the tree. And what do you think he saw? Well, on every branch there sat a monkey. And on every monkey there was a gray, a brown, a blue, or a red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. and finally he spoke to them. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking his finger at them. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him, and they said, "Tss, tss, tss, tss." Can you do that? Can you make your finger go? Tss, 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 tss. This made the peddler angry, and so he shook both his hands at them, and he said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both their hands back at him. See if you can be the monkeys and shake your hands. Tss, 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 tss. Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot, and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, 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 tss." By this time, the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both his feet and he shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and did what? Tss, 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 tss. At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his cap, he threw it on the ground, and he began to walk away. What do you think the monkeys are going to do? They've been doing everything he did, like follow the leader, right? But then, each monkey pulled off his cap, and all the gray caps, and all the brown caps, and all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps, put them back on his head. Remember how they go? First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, and then the, what color? Red caps up on the very top. And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." They were doing everything he did, right? Too bad he didn't think to take off his cap in the beginning and he would have had them right away. All right, we're gonna do a rhyme today that sounds like the Itsy Bitsy Spider, which I bet you know, except this one is called the Funky Spunky Monkey. So, ready? 1, 2, 3. Can you make your hands go like this, like you're climbing a tree? Good. The funky spunky monkey climbed up the coconut tree. Down came the coconut and bopped him on his knee. Along came his mama and kissed away the pain, and the funky spunky monkey climbed up the tree again. Should we do it one more time? All right, let me do this, like you're climbing the tree. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The funky spunky monkey climbed up the coconut tree. Down came the coconut and bopped him on the knee. Along came his mama and kissed the pain away, and the funky spunky monkey climbed up the tree again. Good job. All right, well, some of you, I bet, know 5 Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed, and this story sounds an awful lot like that. 5 Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed by Eileen Cristello. And today we're reading with permission from Clarion Books. It was bedtime, so 5 little monkeys took a bath, probably just like you. 5 little monkeys put on their PJs. 5 little monkeys brushed their teeth. And 5 little monkeys said goodnight to their mama. Well, they seem like they're being good monkeys so far. Uh-oh. Then 5 little monkeys jumped on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. The mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 4 little monkeys jumped on the bed. One fell off and bumped her head. The mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 3 little monkeys jumped on the bed. One fell off and bumped her head. The mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 2 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. The mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 1 little monkey jumped on the bed. She fell off and she bumped her head. The mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 5 little monkeys fell fast asleep. Look at all of them. They've got Band-Aids. "Thank goodness," said the mama. "Now I can go to bed." It looks like Mama's jumping. I hope Mama doesn't fall off, because I don't know who's going to call the doctor if she does. All right. So we've been sitting for a little while. So how about we stand up? And some of you may know this. This rhyme's called head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And each time we say the part of your body, you're going to touch it. So we're going to start with our hands on our, where do you think? On your heads, ready? So it's head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Now, let's see if we can go faster. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. All right. Everybody sit back down onto your bottom. I got the last story. More monkeys getting into trouble. This one's called "One Monkey Too Many," and it's by Jackie French Collar. And we're reading today with permission from Harcourt and Brace. 1, said the bikeman. "This bike is for 1. 1 monkey can ride it, and 1 can have fun." But as soon as that bikeman went back to his shop, 1 monkey too many jumped onto the bike. 1 monkey too many wheeled off down the pike. "Hooray," the 2 shouted, "we're having such fun. This bike is far better for 2 than for 1. Then bingo, that bike hit a bump in the road. It started to wobble, it started to pitch. 1 monkey too many crashed into the ditch. 2, said the golfer. "This cart is for 2. If you're looking for fun, this is perfect for you." But as soon as those rascals climbed into their seats, 1 monkey too many hopped up in between. 1 monkey too many rolled off across the garden. Yippee! They all wiggled and giggled with glee. This cart made for 2 is fantastic for 3. They zoomed up a hill, they started back down, then, "Oh no," they exclaimed as they jammed on the brake. 1 monkey too many had splashed in the lake. 3, said the boatman. "This canoe is for 3. There's a seat on each end, plus one more, don't you see? But just as the boatman was pushing them off, one monkey too many swung into that boat, one monkey too many aboard and afloat. They paddled quite nicely away from the shore. See, they said smugly, it is just fine with four. But soon up ahead came the roar of the falls. Yikes, they all screeched, and they tried hard to stop, but one monkey too many had quite a long drop. 4, said the waiter. This table's for 4. You'll be far too crowded if you try to fit more. But of course, while the waiter was getting their drinks, what do you think? One monkey too many squeezed into a seat. One monkey too many demanded to eat. See here, they declared at the waiter's return. 5 fit just fine. Please do not be concerned. Then out came the dinners, and forks started flying, drinks spilled and plates tumbled, and monkeys got rude. One monkey too many got covered with food. 5, said the bellman. This bed is for 5. I cannot allow any more to arrive. But the minute the bellman unloaded their bags, one monkey too many poked out his small head. One monkey too many crept into that bed. See, they agreed with a stretch and a yawn. We all fit quite nicely. That bellman is wrong. But as soon as they started to toss and to turn, to kick and to twist, to sputter and snore, one monkey too many ended up in a war. 6, said the author. This book is for 6. The pages are full, so no more of your tricks. But that noon, when the author went out for some lunch, one monkey too many came sneaking, and look, one monkey too many got into this book. Look at them all. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the monkey stories today, and it's time to say goodbye. And remember, for goodbye, we say goodbye like our hello song, but we wave our hand like that. So let's get started with that. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Bye, everybody. Have a good week.